Hey guys, welcome back to Scipio Rants, and it's been a long time, and quite frankly, this isn't as much a rant as it is an opinion piece and a retrospective. You see, as of yesterday, the Xbox One celebrated its first year out on the market. And oh boy, what a difference a year makes from turbulent launch issues to DRM to a new head of Xbox and even questions whether the entire plane would survive. It looks like now, on November 23rd, 2014, that the Xbox One is poised to start to take over. In other words, exactly what happened to the poor Sega Dreamcast back in 1999. Why? Because false promises, false hope, and no vision can often lead to disappointment. But that's another video for another time. As far as the Xbox One goes, when the Xbox One was introduced with much fanfare back in April of last year, there wasn't really cheers in the room as much as there was anger, based on Microsoft basing it as an entertainment platform, showing off TV functionality and sports apps rather than games. And then E3 came around and the games started to show up. Sunset Overdrive, and the most underrated game of this generation thus far, the revived Killer Instinct, were the highlights of Xbox's presentation. But again, it was more based on apps and entertainment functionality. Then came the price tag, $500. Then came the other bag, always online DRM, something that the online community lambasted the Xbox for. It is my opinion that I would have lived with it either way, seeing that because I'm disabled, an all-in-one do-everything box is tailor-made for this young man, but it wasn't tailor-made for others, and the internet let Microsoft know it in strobes. And then Microsoft did one of the most amazing things that a company has ever done. They pulled a complete about-face, eliminating the DRM and always online functionality completely, making a digital and disk-based system with gold sharing functionality and none of the game trading functionality from before, and made more of a commitment to games. But even at the launch of the Xbox One, the big black behemoth was still haunted by disk drive error issues, faulty party systems, a somewhat, still to this day, clunky user interface. But one thing that it did have more than PlayStation had was the big name titles of late. Forza 5, Dead Rising 3, Peggle 2, and the aforementioned KI led up the launch lineup for the big black behemoth. Soon thereafter followed Max, Curse of the Brotherhood, and Halo Spartan Assault as the Xbox Games for Gold subscription service kicked in. The party system, along with just about everything else, was updated on a month-to-month basis through cloud updates. Something that even had the PlayStation 4 at many months' time lagging behind its competitor, even though PlayStation was outselling the Xbox One 3-1. And then another amazing thing happened. Phil Spencer took over as the head of the Xbox division. Upon him taking over, he made a company-wide shift in the way that Xbox brand dedicates itself. Gone were the days of the everything-in-one entertainment-focused box, and here are the days of games, spearheaded by an incredible games-only pre-E3 press conference, and then spearheaded further by the conference itself announcing Phantom Dust and the Master Chief Collection upon other exclusives like Fable Legends and Season 2 of KI and Forza Horizon 2. Things were starting to turn upward for the big brand. And then Microsoft took care of one of the last albatrosses that were keeping people away from the Xbox One as a console. The revolutionary but risk-taking Kinect 2. And trust me, the Kinect 2 has been plagued by gesture and voice problems, disconnects, and even connects that don't work. And of course, its lack of functionality and actual game software, plus the fact that the Kinect drove the price up of the Xbox One up $100, was a huge albatross that many a gamer consumer could not withstand. But then Phil Spencer made the bold move of dropping the Kinect entirely, offering up a Kinectless Xbox One for $400. Then the console started moving, and then the games started showing up. And then what did Xbox do? They rallied, decided for this holiday season to drop it another $50 and offer up, get this, 5 different Xbox One bundles, all for the price of $350. And now, as we speak, the Xbox One has succeeded in outseating the PlayStation 4, at least in America, for the last 3 weeks. And the consoles keep on flying. But yes, Master Chief Collection having problems does seem to only temporarily derail what could be one of the most impressive and improbable comebacks in the video game industry. A year ago, the Xbox One was dead on arrival. A year later, and it looks like the Xbox One could be poised to overtake their competitor, not overall in sales, but overall in the big key factor, games and satisfaction. Combined with constant monthly updates that are fan-influenced through a myriad of polls, better online connectivity, and of course everything being streamlined without the Kinect, and also the promise of a brand new user interface when Windows 10 goes online. Everything looks up for the big green 1 year later. As a proud Xbox One owner since February 3rd, I can attest that my original beliefs on the console still remain true. that I still believe that the overall vision of what the Xbox One wants to be, an all-in-one entertainment machine, are not only still attainable, but they're coming closer and closer to actual fruition as compared to the PlayStation 4, making an almost consumer about face in their aspect. Sure, the Xbox One may still be big. It may still have its problems. It might have a clunky AI, and the Kinect, if you have one, can sometimes be an albatross. But overall, due to its fewer than PlayStation in unique indie titles, but better in quality, the Xbox One seems poised to prove that sometimes listening and keeping your ears to the grindstone can win wars, not a cheaper price point. Although, admittedly, that helps. Keep gaming on, Gangrene, and find peace in your own nirvana. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Nirvana Sparkle here. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One a year later? And please, commenters, be fair. No fanboyism and no Sonyism here. Be fair and be critical when responding to the question. And if you're an Xbox One user, what has been your experience with the new green machine? Leave both down at the comment section below.